This video will be a complete tutorial to how to create and sell NFTs on OpenSea. This will be a complete tutorial for beginners, so if you have never sold an NFT, or maybe you sold but you want to have some reassurances on what to do, how to sell it best, because also at the very end I will share a couple of tips on what you can do to actually sell the NFTs you've already created, then watch to the end. Now let's get started with the super basics. There were a couple of changes by OpenSea recently. Basically what they did, they have created a new OpenSea Studio where you create NFTs. So if you log in, I will talk about logging into OpenSea for the total beginners in crypto in a moment, but if you log in, you will see this screen of OpenSea Studio, and you will have two options: either drop a collection or mint an NFT into a collection, and this is the way to actually mint single NFTs into existing collections or collections that you don't already want to create. The difference here is that for drop a collection, you will need to have all the images at once, or maybe reveal it later. For mint an NFT, you can go one by one. Also, the problem is that because OpenSea shared common front was revoked, it means that if you already created an NFT collection with the interface done before by OpenSea, you won't be able to add new NFTs right now. This is the problem. I haven't seen a way around it yet. So if you have a shared front NFT, so you created NFTs before OpenSea Studio rolled out, so for example half a year ago or a year ago, you won't be able anymore to add new NFTs. Now let's get back to OpenSea and talk just for beginners on how to log in. If you're connecting for the very first time, you basically will need a Metamask wallet. Metamask wallet at metamask.io is a crypto wallet that will allow you to do everything with crypto. It's basically just an add-on to Chrome, a Chrome extension that you install, you set up your wallet, and basically you will have a unique address that you can use to log into OpenSea. Of course, you will need to buy some Ethereum on Ethereum or one of the L2 chains, which I'll also explain in a moment, that will allow you to interact with the contracts, because you are paying for gas for those contracts to have NFTs, to create them and then mint them. Creating NFTs is basically equal to minting. Minting is the process of putting your NFT on the blockchain. Now, you can put them on Ethereum. This is the main blockchain that is being used for NFTs, but this is also the most expensive because the gas costs. So one of the solutions here, if you want to be on a budget, is that use one of the L2s. Layer 2 means that this is still the same infrastructure as Ethereum, but they are scaling Ethereum with new blockchains, which are much cheaper, with much larger throughput, which also allows you to bring down the costs. I will be using in my example Arbitrum to show you that the costs are much lower. So carry on and let's have a look after what you can do after logging in. So the best way is download Metamask, add it to Chrome, and then you need to add Ethereum either by credit card. This is what Metamask allows right now, or you can go to one of the crypto exchanges like Maxi or Bybit. Links will be down below in the description. Buy Ethereum then there on one of those exchanges, and then withdraw that Ethereum to your wallet on Metamask. You will have to withdraw it on a particular blockchain you want to use. So even though you have one Ethereum on Maxi or Bybit, when you withdraw it, you will notice that you'll be able to you withdraw it either to Ethereum mainnet or Arbitrum or Polygon or other L2 blockchain. So having said that, let's go back to OpenSea.io and let's create your first NFTs. So the easiest way is going into creation and minting the first NFT just by clicking on mint, and then I can drop a couple of media here. So first of all, I'm going to create a new collection. I have already an existing collection that I can choose that is on Arbitrum called random, but let's say I want to create a new collection that I'll be doing here, and drop a media, choose a collection, create new collection, and I'm going to use the same picture here that I created for the logo, Japanese painting, and I will name the contract. So let's see, the contract will be called frogs or Japanese frogs, and the token symbol will be JF. Ethereum is the most popular, but it's the most expensive. As I've mentioned, you can see that the cost to deploy the contract. So this is which is the contract which governs all of the NFTs. You will need to have that in place. The way to think about it is this is basically it's like a common store for all of the NFTs in the collection, and then you will add additional details by minting individual NFTs. Now, I want to do the cheapest version, so probably Polygon is the cheapest. I'll be using Arbitrum myself. And basically everything is ready to deploy the contract. Now this will be deploying. You will have a prompt from Metamask at this level to pay. I'm paying something like 30 cents for deploying that contract, and this is it. So I can create an NFT right now and add it to this collection. So let's see, I have this collection of Japanese frogs, which is I can have from the list, right? So I have Japanese frogs. I can add some other picture of Japanese frogs and pond of frogs. And also I can choose, this is like ERC 1155 collection, which means that different tokens can have a different supply. So for example, I can mint 10 copies of that particular NFT, and I have frogs chilling before the bull market. And I can add some additional threads if I want to. So for example, rarity, say rare. But of course, it doesn't mean here anything because I won't have more. Well, it starts mattering when you have more NFTs added to collection. You can add things like that. If you want to, can have some kind of an external link. So for example, you can add a link to a Google Drive. So there are a couple of things you can do here. Now, if I click on create, again, I'll be prompted by OpenSea, and MetaMask window will pop up. You don't see that on the screen right now, but the MetaMask pops up and basically asks me to confirm the transaction, which is the transaction is minting of this particular NFT. And again, the cost for that at this given moment of time is 47 cents. So $0.50 for minting this particular NFT. And this will be added to the collection. So I can view the item right now. I can view it in the collection. As you can see, 10 copies were created, one owner. You need to have a little bit of time to upload all the details, so that can take a bit of time, but I can go to right now to the collection, modify a bunch of stuff, but basically I have my first NFTs with 10 copies directly minted to the contract. So if I want to add more stuff to the collection, I can do it through create and then choose. So let's go through that steps. I go with mint NFT, choose the collection, Japanese frogs, and I go again with the same thing. Now this is for this particular collection. Now I can also go to all the collections and I can modify the details. So edit the details here. If I go to OpenSea Studio, I can, for example, have modified the description. For example, AI pictures of Japanese frogs, and can choose a category as well. So say art. Also, it's not really that important, but on the other hand, it helps your discoverability. If you want to sell your NFTs, you will have to do more than that. There are thousands of NFTs appearing every day, and for yours to be seen, you have to do something else. And basically that means going with social media and basically creating your Twitter profile or Instagram profile just around your NFTs or just around your artwork, sharing with them. Twitter is probably the best place for that. Having your own Discord server is also great, but basically Twitter is where other people can discover you, and this is the place where you can share your art, talk with others as well, and this way get to know your collectors. This is not an easy business, so you shouldn't expect that just by creating an NFT you will find a buyer, especially in a bear market like we are right now. This is much harder, and even established artists have sometimes problems with selling. Of course, art is only one of the categories. You can have domain names, gaming, memberships, music, and PFPs. So memberships and PFPs especially come with a lot of supply. So you have a collections of like 1,000 NFTs, 2,000 NFTs, and more. And for the reason of creating a community, so it's even harder to sell PFPs and memberships because you need to have a much larger community to sell your collection. While with having art NFTs, it's easier because basically you're selling individual objects, though the price might be higher. You only looking for this one buyer that will be interested in this particular collection. So let's say I want to have frog. There's no tag for frogs. Yeah, maybe I can add a frog. Nevertheless, I can save the collection here. Add different graphics as well if I want to. So I have a logo, I can change it here. I have the featured image. So if my collection will be trending, this will be showed this kind of graphics. I have the banner image, so this is what you saw in the background. Also important to have all the graphics. I can put the earnings, meaning that I can put, for example, like 5% of the secondary sales are going to me, and then I just have to add the address here. And also what's important is connecting your social media here. So either Twitter, Discord, Instagram, those are the ones I've mentioned. You can also put other links like Telegram, Medium handle, or your website if you have one. So the more you put, the better, because people are looking at things like that, and it's important to, talk about your art, talk about your particular NFT collection and what it stands for. Now, this is for single NFTs. This kind of way is good if you have individual art NFTs. If you have a bigger collection, or if you don't want to mint NFTs yourself because you have, for example, 100 NFTs and you don't want to pay like $50 for minting as well, then the option here is actually going with the other thing. So going with dropping a collection. We're going into that option now. So now you need the logo. I'm going to use the logo also of Japanese frogs here, the one I have. And let's say I'm going to choose Arbitrum as well. You have also advanced setting for a different kind of contract, but I'm just going with the what they're recommending with proxy contract, which is the cheapest version. As you can see, 7 cents to deploy the contract, which is the governing contract for the collection. Japanese PFP frogs, so this will be a larger collections, and I will do the whole drop to actually show you how it works. So this will be a ERC 721 contract. This is the standard contract for NFTs as well. Just a general remark, I think this is a good change from OpenSea because having a shared contract with everyone else doesn't really do well with the collectors. Collectors in the past, especially in 2021, 2022, were looking for individual contracts because looking through the contract also can tell you a lot about the history, provenance, and it was much harder to do with one big contract coming from OpenSea. So this change is for good, even though you have to pay more in the end. It's really for the good. So let's get started with that. Again, the first thing here is I have to pay for the contract. This is the creation of the collection. This time I pay 29 cents. I have a pop-up from Metamask. It's super fast also with Arbitrum because this is L2. It might be much longer with the mainnet. Now I can go to the collection editor, and now this is where the details come in. So I can have all the details regarding the collection. Let's say I want to do a PFP collection here. I can choose what tokens I will accept for the payment. If I have something specific, I can also add the description, say frogs here, and this is for save the collection. Now for the graphics, this is a little bit different. Well, this is still the same with the featured image and banner image like before. Earnings will also be the same. Links also will be the same, but the differences come here on the left. Now this is where interesting things happen. So you can do either a limited edition or open edition. The difference here is that a limited edition is especially if you have all the images for all the, for example, 1000 copies and you want to have all of them different. Open edition is good if you have one particular image that you want to allow people to mint, and whoever mints it will have it. This is especially popular if you have, for example, a membership NFT. So you are creating an NFT that will gate your community, and then you will use Cola Plan on your Discord. Whoever has this NFT will be allowed into your Discord. This is a standard thing, and in this case you might do an open edition unlimited number of items for a particular period of time. So for example, people will have like 2 days to mint. Whoever mints will get the NFT. We'll do a limited edition here, let's say with 100 copies, with the mint starting say today at in a couple of hours. So let's say we modify that to like 8 p.m. We have just the public page. I could add also a pre-sale if I want to, additional details. So for example, if you want to have particular addresses, because you basically have your collectors that are interested in the collection, or people from your community, from your Discord, you can drop a CSV file, just modify the template that they are giving, put the addresses that you want, and those people will be able to mint before that. So you will have a pre-mint phase allowed. This is great stuff. Now for the public stage, I can set the price here. I can give it name. I'm going to do public, let's say public minting. The sale price will be 0, and I can add the duration. So I want it to last for example, 1 day and 12 hours for pure, or maybe even, let's make it longer this time. Let's do it for 15 days and 12 hours. This is done. So this will be a free NFT. I can already publish that, but for now I'm going to save the draft and go on with other details. So I can add a pre-reveal. So if someone mints it, there will be some kind of a graphic. I can use the same graphic I did before. So I'm just going to upload it. I just dropped here my image. This will be frogs. Again, save the draft. So this is the kind of graphics that will happen when people mint, but then reveal will be later on. You can of course reveal everything at once if you want to. This is optional. Now earning is the same. This is the address, the standard thing. Now I have also I can edit the page editor, but this is what will happen and how it will look like. I can, for example, add preview items here if I want to. So let's say I want to add a couple of them here to show you how it looks like. So we'll be going with those. This is a double copy. So let's see. I don't have, I think, those. Okay, yeah. So I have this will be the details about the collection. I can add also here a different design. So also let's go with different design here. And I can also modify the banner here. Let's say if I have something, maybe I have something like that with a screenshot of a price of Ethereum from today. I don't know if that's appropriate, but yeah, let's put it here. So I have the schedules, I have the details of the collections, all the designs here that are to be uploaded. There was some problem here with this one, so let's re-upload it again. And that was the one that was missing, so this is this one, I think. Or I can just put the free images here. So this is uploading. No, we had that one. Let me go again. This is the one to go here. Now we have the last one uploading here. To have this will be the image previews. Yeah, now everything is correct. So as you can see, people will have some kind of a preview of images. So this is especially important if you have a larger collection, like a PFP collection, profile pictures, different faces. You want to show people what will be within the collection. I can add additional videos. So for example, if this is like a larger project, you can have a YouTube video here added, other media that you want to display here. This is crucial to be done here. I'm saving the draft, going back from the page editor, and now is the final thing, uploading the media. Now you can upload up to 10,000 media files. You can also have metadata. Metadata is important. You will have examples here if you download them. This is important, especially if you have larger collections. So for example, if you have really 5,000 or 10,000 elements collections of your PFP, then basically you have to download these examples from OpenSea and modify it accordingly. Then it's really important because especially in larger collections, it's important for the collectors to let them know which items are more rare, which are more common, because for example, some threads, like for example, you have just think about CryptoPunks, the most well-known collection, or apes. You have things like a baseball cap, or you have things like golden teeth, and though you want to put the threads that say teeth, golden teeth, silver, and it will automatically count how rare it is based on how many items have a particular thread. So this is where you put it. If I click on select the media, I will be able to attach everything that I want to here on my from my drive. So this is the thing here. You basically can just drag and drop. So this is really simple. Again, if you want to have an examples of how to do everything here, basically just use the examples. I'm here going just to have choose those four Japanese paintings that I have. So I just uploaded 4 media files, the same ones you saw in the preview. So I'm going to upload that. Click on upload. So I have 4 media files, no metadata. Those files are uploaded. And now I'm probably can go on continue. So I have all these media files uploaded to OpenSea. And then I can view and edit my items. So those are the items that I uploaded, 4 in total. And then if I click on reveal, I should be able to also to reveal them at the later point in time. For now, it's pre-revealed. This is also in beta here items. So what will happen next is that those items will reveal. You'll be able to mint them, and you'll be assigned randomly one of those items. I think if the number of items in the collections go above, you will have some repetitions, right? Because we have 100 items and only 4 items altogether. So some of them will be repeated. So let's get started with that, and let's publish our drop. I can confirm that. And then that will be awaiting my signature. Now, the important stuff here is that this is only signature, so you don't have to pay for gas, or actually paying for gas is super minuscule. I'm paying here 43 cents, but this is for everything. If I were to upload 10,000 images, it's still 43 cents or whatever it is at the time of you trying it, because of course gas varies. I can see the drop right now, so I can see I can see my collection. You can see that this will be minting from today 8 p.m. CET time, and you can get one of those frogs for free. Now, this is basically it for how to create a drop. Basically, if you have a simple art NFT, go with mint an NFT, create a collection, and then add simple items. If you have a larger collection, follow especially examples from OpenSea when it comes to data. You can easily create the entire collection, which is super large, and go with that. As you can see on OpenSea, there are a bunch of categories here that might be interesting for you. You have, for example, art NFTs, you have gaming, memberships, PFPs, photography, and music. I assume most of you will be either creating art NFTs, so single NFTs that are either representative of your particular art style, maybe photography as well, this is also art, or going after large collections with memberships and PFPs. With the new OpenSea Studio, it's really easy to create those, so you can easily go after memberships and PFPs as well and create the large collections, easily following the examples for metadata as well. So creating everything and showing how the different traits behave. Again, finally, about the word about selling the collection. As you have seen, I can go to create and basically maybe go to my OpenSea Studio. And let's show you how it looks like, just to refresh it. You can see my collections. Basically, selling NFT is a different thing. As you can see, I did in my previous tutorial, which was a very simple one, a small minting for free, and there are 4 owners that minted the particular NFTs. It's really hard to get the attention in the current economy. There are just so many different tools to create NFTs that it's so easy to create an NFT that actually just an NFT doesn't constitute any additional value. You really have to think through about what's NFT for you. Of course, it really makes sense if you, for example, creating digital art, digital photography, because this is then the only way to actually provide the originals. Now you have to make sure that the contract you're using or the things that you're minting won't repeat themselves. You very clearly communicate with the potential buyers how many elements will be in the collection, that they are coming from you, what was the process, and so on. So this is still important. The same stuff that's important in the usual art world is the same here, and the same applies to collectibles, because you can think about NFTs, especially NFT PFPs or memberships, as collectibles. So the same thing as Pokemon cards, sports cards, Magic the Gathering cards, or different action figures. It's all about the rarity, all about the how many elements were in the collection and what's particularly rare, what's the story behind the particular NFT, and you have to think about those things to make your stuff sell. Selling is still possible, especially if you look at the collections that people are selling currently on the market. There are many collections that sell out daily, but of course there are as many or even many more that are waiting unsold with no volume, no traction, no interest whatsoever. So it takes some hard work, but I believe you can do it. Good luck, and let me know in the comments if you want to see more of OpenSea Studio tutorials, or maybe an entire tutorial on how to sell NFTs and what venues you can choose as well. I'm taking the comments from my last video, the last tutorial on OpenSea Studio, and using that in this video. So I'm planning to use the comments from this video and use them for more videos on how to create and sell NFTs. Thank you, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.